do you pronounce your name, sir?
Swapnil?
Swapnil.
Yeah.
And he's going to evaluate Emily's speech. Welcome.
Emily, thank you very much for your speech. It was very well prepared as usual. And I like the way you stand here, you smile at the audience, and you look very confident. So those are some very good points. When I first look at you, though, that comes to my mind. That I sometimes find that I'm not creating any prototypes, but it is easier for women to come here and smile at them. It's just not very easy for me to just come here and smile at audience. I don't know why. But yeah, that is very good habit or good skill you have. Now it is hard to believe that you were called Potato. And look at you. You don't look like at any point in your life you're called like that. I don't believe it. But so the speech was useful for me. Look at me. I'm so at least you touch my current problem. So I'm happy with that. The good point about your speech or the takeaway from your speech for me was, whenever you want to achieve something, you need to have the environment around you to grow. You just can't grow all of a sudden. You first need to create the environment around you, and then you grow in that environment. Like we are here in the Toastmasters, we have created this environment where you can become good speaker. Likewise, when you want to achieve your weight goals, you need to have good food around at first. You can't just stuff your fridge with a lot of junk food and think of becoming in good shape. So yeah, that was a good suggestion, that create an environment around you and then grow in that environment. Now let's analyze your speech by breaking it down. When I looked at the speech description, I guffawed it because it has the usual first speech structure, opening, body and conclusion. However, it has more to it. You had more things to achieve. By giving your own example, you wanted to keep the audience engaged and entertained. That you did very well. How you did it? You started your speech with a question. So that is a great trick to start your speech. One of the greatest tricks, I guess, because a lot of times audience are sleeping, or they don't have a good time, or they have some things back on their mind. You need to get their attention. So come there and ask a question. I'll tell just one improvement in that. When you ask a question, let it sink into the audience. Give it some time, like 2 or 3 seconds. When you ask, just don't start again, talking immediately. That will create more effect, I guess. Your hand gestures are awesome. You visualize things in front of us with your hand gestures. So keep on doing it, that's great. What I would add more is to movements. So when you are moving, it was little uncomfortable for me. So when you move like this and you talk, it's uncomfortable. So stand here, make your point, then go here, and then talk again, make your point, look in their eyes, and then go here. Something like that. But have definitive movements. Like talking and then moving like this, it creates little uncomfortableness in front of the audience. But other than that, as I said, smiling, confident, starting with a question, all those tricks were there. It shows that you are an accomplished speaker and you are on your advanced communication manual. It all shows. So thanks for that. Your speech was not only entertaining, but it was inspiring too. Thank you.
I just want to make one comment. Your speech would have been better if you had some pictures. I would have liked to see what you look like, fat and skinny. That would have been really interesting. Okay. Kathleen, right out. Okay.